You guys excited? Yeah? That don't sound too excited. Yeah. Y'all excited to hear the testimony of Jesus in our lives? Amen. All right. So today we're going to have our dear sister, Rebeca Zelaya, come up and share her testimony. So let's give it up for Rebecca.
Oh, Lord. Running from here to here. Wow. Hi, family. As I was just thinking, I really want to share my testimony with you guys of how I came to Korea. Why Korea, basically. But before that, I want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Rebecca. I was born in El Salvador. It's a small country in Latin America, well, Central America, but I've been raised all my life in Panama. This is my sister, my beautiful sister here. Yay. I was raised in a Christian home, and my parents are pastors. They're pastors in a church back home in Panama. We have a prayer room as well. But I studied music at IHOP U, if you guys know of IHOP. I did 4 years there. And this is how I got connected to Korea, basically, through IHOP. In the year 2018, we had to come to Korea for an externship of 3 months. And to be honest, that last year of university for me was one of the hardest years. I really didn't want to come to Korea. I was like, I don't want to come. I don't see that in my life. I was like, I don't think Asia is in the books for me. I see myself more in like Latin America or the Middle East or who knows, Australia, Hawaii. But my teacher, my very beloved teacher, her name's Terry. She was talking to our class and she was like, okay guys, I'm gonna assign you to a specific place. But then she came up to me afterwards and she was like, you're going to South Korea. And I was like, Terry. I was like, why there? It's so far away. I don't even know the language. It's 3 months. And she was like, yeah, I just think you can do it. I have a feeling that you'll be a great fit for them. And basically the externship was to come to a prayer room here in the area of Mokdong, to help them with the prayer room, with worship, and also teaching people music, teaching them voice lessons, guitar lessons, and all that for 3 months. So when I came, I felt like Jonah. I was like, I don't want to go to Nineveh, Lord. I'm not saying it's Nineveh, but I'm just saying. I was like, I don't want to go. And I remember I got on that flight and my mom told me one thing. She was like, you could either go and see what the Lord has for you, or you can stay here and you'll be okay. You can stay. I was thinking of not even finishing my university, to skip. That's how bad I didn't want to come. And so when I got on the plane, I said, Lord, okay, I surrender. I said, I'm going to obey you and I'll check it out. I'll see how it is. And when I got here, the first month was really difficult, because it's a very different culture. Panamanian or Latin culture is very warm. And the first thing, a person greeted me in the airport and I greeted them with a kiss on the cheek. And they were like, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And so he was like, it's okay. But then it was a hard month for me, the first month. But I had this one experience that changed my life. We went to Jeju as a part of the prayer room. We all went together, kind of like a one night to Jeju, and we were walking in the beach, and that's when my heart was already softening for Korea. For some reason, I was like, it's not so bad. Like, I kind of see it. Okay, it's good. And so I was walking on the beach, and the Lord told me, look down. And I was like, oh, that's random. I looked down, and I saw a stone. I promise you. I wish I could have brought the picture, but I'll show it to you later. If you want to see it, let me know. But I looked down and I saw a stone in the shape of a heart. It was literally in the shape of a heart. And I was like, oh, okay. I pick it up and the Lord spoke to me so clearly. Like I heard almost like the audible voice of God. And he was like, and I will turn, Ezekiel 36, if Marjel, you could put it up there, 36:26. And he said, and I will give you a new heart and a new spirit, and I will put within you, and I will remove the heart of stone, and from you give you a heart of flesh. And so he said that to me, and I was like, oh, that's me. That's me. You're talking about me, Lord, because I really didn't want to come. And then after that day, my heart was changed in 360. Like I would spend days and days crying over what the Lord wants to do for Korea. Like I started having 3 to 5 dreams every night. Like mind you, I would wake up sweating, write it down, go back to sleep, wake up again like 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later with dreams of what he wants to do. Many of those were involving revival and how he wants to awaken a next generation, especially the generation that we're in, you know, that millennial Gen Z, you know, because there's a lot of brokenness, you know, there's a lot of lack of identity and not knowing who you are. And I relate, man, I relate. It's hard, but the Lord started giving me a heart for that. And ever since then, I was like, okay, Lord, are you calling me to Korea? Like after a while of being here, the last month that I had to leave, go back home, I called her. I remember, did I call you or my older sister? I don't know. But I called someone from my family and I was like, I think the Lord's calling me here. And here I am. Here I am, guys. A lot of things happened for me to get here, and that's another testimony for another time. Just to not go over time, you know. But next month, I'll share it later. But just to kind of close it off, I really think God has brought people from all the nations to encounter them here. And my prayer is that we would become a community who gathers the nations unto God and sends them back out to their countries as well. And that we would be also mothers and fathers to that next generation and equipped his church for his return. Yeah, that's my testimony.
Praise God. Can we give it up for Rebecca one more time?